Hey guys, it's me, EODGamerZ here. Today we have an extremely crazy, world's first probably, 1000 greater essence crafting, and we want to actually see the odds, whether we can actually get something good out of this. For those of you who have no idea why this strategy is even viable at all, is because if you take good amounts of the lower essences, we actually have another video talking about this strategy. We're one of the first few to put it out as well. It made a lot of money for a lot of people as well, but we want to find out whether the greater essence have actually truly a different odds than the essence of body. For those of you who don't know, have no idea what I'm talking about, let's do a quick summary again, right? When you put in 3 normal tier essence, the slightly lower tier ones, and you reforge them, they will come out to be a different type. It could also be the same type. One of those that are currently available, but it also has a percentage chance of turning into a greater essence as well. The current percentage based on the community's contribution is around 2 to 2.5, maybe 3%. My luck is usually around 1%, but that is for the normal essences. One thing that you need to know, and I am aware of this before even going into this video, is when you craft a greater essence in the reforging machine, you will not be guaranteed a greater essence back as well, which is why this is a video just solely meant for testing for the community's purposes. Is the rates truly different whether you craft a greater essence or a normal essence? We are about to find out. 1000 of these is roughly around 5000 exalted. I bought it for 5000 exalted, which of current market prices is about 25 divine. Now, it wouldn't be exciting to just straight away jump in with the greater essence of body. So let me show you a sample size with this 3 greater essence of haste. I'm going to use this as a demonstration. We're going to put in the 3 greater essences of haste, and we're going to reforge and show you that actually we don't actually get anything good. And this is of course live as we are going along, so I don't know the results as of time recording. It could be super OP and 50% of it is going to turn out greater essences, but we are doing this, we are sacrificing this because no one else is going to be as crazy as this to do reforging on greater essences. It's technically always going to be money losing if we base on the 1%, 2% formula. But we want to find out for the rest of the community. So hopefully this video can reach out to more people as well. If you like this craziness on the channel, we actually teach you guys step by step how to get your first pot of gold, how to get a lot of money so that you can actually farm all of these on the channel. Check out our Zero to Mirror series. It's timeless as well to help you earn a lot of money in game. This is of course the test. Now let's go ahead. Reforging 3 greater essences of haste. Now let's go in, and as you can see here, we get back a lower tier essence. This is truly discovery session. But okay, now we have these 2. I want to take them out. Let us go in now with the juicy part. We're going to take all 10,000 or 1000 of these cores, and we're going to actually test. Given the rates, we will expect somewhere around, I don't know, maybe if it's 300 reforgers, maybe I'm expecting somewhere around 60 essences, greater essences if we break even. But let's see. This is really truly a beautiful screen here of tons of greater essences being sacrificed. But let's do this. So I want to see actually whether the rates are different. Let me just put some back over here. We are expecting 60, but let's go. And for those of you who are actually wondering as we are crafting this, right, why is this actually profitable and how does this strategy actually work in practice? This is actually not a crazy strategy if you do it for the lower tier essences. If you do for the base essences over here, these lower tier ones, and you do this reforging method, your cost price is very low. Because as you are doing this method, your cost of each one, maybe you get the cheapest one. For example, as of time of recording, the cheapest one probably is essence of body, essence of flame. A lot of everything else is not very good, except the essence of electricity and essence of haste. Maybe essence of infinite, the attribute one is not bad, like this one over here. The rest of them are quite cheap. And depending on your market condition, maybe you're watching this sometime in future as well. Of course, it's going to be super different depending on what you are. But generally speaking, it follows the matter of what people are crafting, what people are doing looking for. But as you can see here, we are testing it out. We actually got back a greater essence of body already. So we have one here. This guy is we have to put him a separate bunch because we actually got 1 greater essence already. I don't want to put him back into the pool by accident. But okay, we will remember that. So yeah, generally speaking, this is very profitable as well, especially if you are able to hit the greater essences of haste, because those are worth a lot of resources. Each press of it can go up to 400, 500 exalted, which is almost close to 3 divines just by one of them. So if you reforge, you get lucky, you hit the 2%, you get a good one, you can make a lot of money, and this strategy is actually known to be very positive as well. We have a spreadsheet for those of you who are interested as well, and an entire video dedicated to a study of the normal essences, and we can see it actually makes a lot of money. But for this video specifically, I want to sacrifice my account to do more research on the greater essences to see whether the rates maybe are different from what we see if we craft normal essences. Why does this make sense? Why might this even be possibly good in future? Is because if we have a discrepancy of one of these essence of body, for example, these are currently going for 5 exalted, whereas your essence of electricity is actually more expensive. One of these is more expensive now than the greater essence of body, which is a crazy thing. And if we reach the case where there is a massive discrepancy and the rates are interesting as well, we can actually start reforging greater essences. That will be quite interesting as well. It seems like the hit rate for the same type surprisingly seems quite high. I have gotten 4 already, 4 greater essences. The rates do feel a little bit better, but it's a small sample size. That's why no one else has done it. Like the moment someone crafts one set and they find out that they cannot go on, they are not able to like get multiple greater essences, immediately they feel scammed and they will stop doing it. So in this video, the whole purpose of this is a community contribution. I want to intentionally do 1000 greater essences craft to help us see, is the rates truly the same? If it is, GGG, why do you even have reforging greater essences in the game? Unless for you want to like break it down. Maybe for some reason the greater essence is no use, so you want to break it down into a lower tier essence. I don't think that is meant to be in the game, but it's fun. While it lasts us, let's do it, man. It's a crazy expensive one, but so far we can see out of half a bag, we have already gotten 4 greater essences, which is quite good, I would say. 4 out of them. We will see in a bit. Let me just look at the remaining and we will know whether it's like above average or below. The chase, really the good ones, as of time of recording, there are tons of them. They are super good. You have your casters, your physical, your attack, your attributes. Those are really expensive. Even mana is also really expensive. The ones that are cheapest is body, which goes for like, I bought it for 5 exalted each because it was in bulk. Really expensive to get stuff in bulk because you have to move the entire market. At the same time, flames, coal, these are all quite cheap right now. And defense probably is the next one, but it's not that cheap. It's like 10 exalted, stuff like that also. So we took the best, the lesser of all of the prices to reforge them just for science, for us to study as well. Let us see. And this is of course contributing to a lot of data because these are really nice. Thanks for my guildmates to congrats me on my level 94. So we are 94 right now, leveled up already really nicely as well. And yeah, just contributing some science here. Let's see. So far from what it looks like, it seems maybe slightly favorable. We do seem to get a little bit more. But the distribution, as you can see over here, we are getting more or less the same ones. And I won't bother like reforging the lower tier ones. Normally, the strategy is like as you reforge, whatever leftover you have, you would dump it back into the stash. Where like, for example, whatever I have here, I'll dump it and roll it again. But because this video is mainly specifically looking for the rates of greater essences, I won't be dumping them back in to like cycle infinitely like within itself until everything runs out. Not infinitely, like you know what I mean, like cycle in 1000, you have 333, you cycle in that 333, you have another 110 and you keep cycling it until you run out so that you can increase your number of cycles that you can do. So far, not too bad. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 from a bag already. Of course, it is very expensive to run an entire bag of this. But let us see. Is it slightly better? We are expecting about a 2%. My luck is about 1%. So anything more than 1% to me is already really solid. We have 5 over here. And of course, we do see 6. Wow, it's like 7 rather. 7 already. And we do actually see that it is quite profitable. You can get something like this. Oops, I think I took out one. How many was it? I think I have to like watch the video. But you guys, as you're watching the video, it's easy to like rewind stuff. But I'm sure, I think if I'm not wrong, it's like 4111. So this 2 is definitely excess. So I will move these stacks aside. It might be a +/-1 on the greater essence of body. But we can come back to this like set over here so that we can remember. So let me move this set down just in case I like mix it up. So these can all go there. This one goes back into the pile, and the rest of them really just go back, and I'm gonna like slap them on. And if you are using normal essences, the strategy works in the same way. You can see that the chance of crafting these greater essences are there as well. So it's not impossible. Half back now, and about, how many do we have? We have, let's say like 7, which is in line with what I expect for my luck, my RNG. If I were to get like 1%, I'll be looking somewhere around like 300 recrafts, so that's like 3. I'll get 3 greater essence. I'm actually getting like 2, or 4% rather, because we did 500, which is 100 plus crafts, right? 100 plus crafts, because if I have 500 left, means I spend a total like 500-ish already. Divide that by 3, I'm looking at like 180, somewhere around there, which is actually higher than the average. So this bag will tell us how much it truly is. And of course, I don't have like a calculator beside me, so I'm just doing like rough maths right now. Let's try. It does seem slightly more favorable, but that's why we need a slightly larger sample size in order to tell us like exactly how much is going on. So hopefully this can be like statistics for someone as well. And of course, if you guys like the sacrifice, you appreciate this content, I don't know whether it's going to help anyone else in future, maybe for some sites as well, some data crunchers who are interested to know the breakdown of certain things and wish that someone tested it. Well, I think this is probably the world's first 1000 greater essence, because you have to know that you are getting yourself into wasting money as you're going into it just to test the resources. And it's not as if like this is the end of the league or something like that. We are just barely midway through. The patch just came in where they just improved or did the temporalities change where you can no longer have an infinite 0-second blink. So minimum is like 0.1 second. So it's just like really super recent. Barely anything in like the middle of January 2025, in case this is like uploaded later on or something like that. But yeah, really crazy stuff, and hopefully we can get good sample size, good data set, so that we can actually figure it out. This is a solid pattern. Honestly, if you had this as normal essences, a lower tier essence, this strategy is actually very profitable as long as you can get them at the right price. If everyone is just like buying the same thing, buying all of these essences up, then of course it's going to be really expensive, which is why we actually have tools available for members on the channel as well to help you calculate your odds much better, to know whether it's favorable or not. And actually just before this, I was doing a run myself. As you can see, like in the guild stash over here, I was doing some of the runs, got some electricity, got some haze, got some of this. That's how we actually make a lot of this money, so that we can do this kind of grinding, sacrificing for the community. So I like to like, whatever money I make, I teach you guys on the channel as well how to make a lot of money yourself. I hardly do end game content, fighting, combat. Some of you who maybe are struggling, you don't have super good resources, you don't want to feel forced to find ways of getting currency. We talk about it a lot on our channel, and that's where our source of funds is coming from as well. But let's keep going. So this bag is like not as good. It seems like the first bag was a bit luckier. So thankfully we actually did a second batch so that we have a larger sample size. If not, like people who drop off like halfway, saw one bag, they're like, oh, actually greater essence is more profitable. You should just reforge greater essences. If it gets too cheap, it's more optimal. But from what we are seeing here, luck seems to be averaging out. Now into total is like 8, which is kind of close, I guess. Kind of in line. We are getting in line. In fact, if the rest of this bag gets nothing, we might be directly in line with the average that we would expect. It is not cheap by any means. Again, 5,000 exalted. One press of this is equivalent to like 15 exalted. One reforge, 15. One entire bag, I don't know, like 150. One divine. Each time I put a bag in, it's like one divine. Really crazy stuff. But let's see what else we can do. Hopefully we can get something good. If we get like a nice greater essence of haste or something like that, we might get actually a little bit of our money back, because those are really valuable. Going for like multiple divines, 2.5, I think, 2.5 divines. But so far no luck. As you can see here, the ones that actually have a lower odds, and I might do an updated guide on the essences in terms of the data set that we have, because since then we have done like over 10,000 videos since we put out the first video talking about the essence reforges. I'm proud to say we were the first as well to touch on the strategy. You guys can check it out, and we have a lot of other content as well. This is just one of the many ones too. We have to promote the channel, because this is a massive expenditure here. So at least let it be a little bit of marketing, if it can be, for whatever it's worth. But yeah, we're almost done, almost towards the end now, and it seems really smack on. 1,000 Reforgers, a total of 7 or 8, plus minus 1 because I can't exactly remember whether I accidentally moved 1 into the stash, but we are dead on 7 to 8 so far, which is an insane amount. That is really crazy. Let's go. Come on. And we have one more. So we have, because we spent a total of 999, right? It's maximum Reforgers, and we have one last one over here. And what is our tally? I know some of you who are, maybe you guys skip to the end, but if any of you who stick around to this point, a huge shout out to you as well. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, watching it to the end. And guys, if you found this video helpful, like, comment, and subscribe for more of such future content. 1,999 technically. Greater essences. This is what we got. Is it worth it? Is it not? I'll leave it for you to decide. If you appreciate the content, thumbs up, and check out these 2 other videos where we actually teach you how to make a lot of money so that you can run strategies like this maybe for experiment if you do feel like it as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.